Hey folks, it's Rob. Welcome back to RimWorld Alpha 13, our Death Valley colony. It's been a few days since I last recorded basically the last episode, and well, that was well short. I've been messing with other colonies, trying to see if there's a better thing that I can do, different approach, something that might, like, turn this around in some way. And as yet, I'm really don't have an answer. But I've decided not to let it get to me. I'm just gonna deal with it as best as I can, and try to move them away from my colony, right? So, or I move the colony away from them, kind of move up here, maybe. And yeah, I got the problem of, like, visitors coming in up this way, walking right into the bug nest. But it's also an advantage, like, it's helping with raiders and shit like that. Admittedly, the man-eaters can just walk right by because they don't pay any attention to animals. But, at this point, I don't think I can beat the bugs, but maybe we can live with the bugs, maybe. Now, they're never actually going to move away from here entirely. Why? Because areas that are under thick mountain roof will collapse like this. And when they dig that out, it'll collapse again. And it'll just keep on collapsing. And I don't think that ever actually goes away. So this open area is because there was that ruin here. And as such, all I can really do is population control. And just keep the hives from getting too near the base. That's without coming up with a lot more firepower than what I have right now. But that's okay, we can handle this. We really can. This is our awful piece of art. I forget whether I read it. So it's called Grey Armageddon, just to go with the tone of things. On this piece is an image of Antonio Tony Cefalu capturing Andos I remember having trouble with this before. Finiginimo with professional efficiency. Tony's looking into Andos's eyes with a sense of dominance. Uncountable farmers, miles behind the focal point. The unoriginal style of the central scene clashes with the detail-oriented depiction of the background. This portrayal tells the story of the capturing of Andos on the 15th of spring, 5500. Beauty -3. So it actually decreases the beauty of anywhere it's installed. Great. Here we have our jade collection, and it's nice that we have jade, but because it is a times 20 kind of thing, this is like having 1.5 pieces of, say, stone, each one of these stacks. It's not really enough jade to do anything with. So I think we're going to be turning it into currency. But right now I'm going to fire off a couple more shells. And then we're going to do something else. Because I'm kind of tired of dealing with the bugs for the time being. And I think I should rather focus on getting the base back in order. Cleaning up the messes. Making sure we're doing something productive up this way. And just, like, letting the bugs get on. Because as long as they're not getting too close, it ain't a problem. Great. Great. You set fire to the freaking Devil Strand trigger. No, go. You're undrafted. No. There. Really? Well, it is outside our home region, isn't it? So we're just going to burn down our Devil Strand crop. It doesn't matter. It's about to fail anyway. Fuck it. Right, so that turret's still operational. That turret's still operational. The third turret really should come back. I'm thinking security wall as opposed to we could build a security wall here, right? And there won't be too many of them coming up. What you up to, Ghost? You're grabbing that? Okay. Bramble's getting some of the mess out of the immediate area. That's good. I mean, I really should put the fire out, shouldn't I? Fine. There. Now it's in a home region. Okay. Ghost, instead of hauling that, could you, like, go fight fire? And Bramble, could you, like, go fight fire? And for the love of God, don't set fire to yourselves. If you set fire to yourselves, I'm just going to have to rage quit, I think. In fact, we should just harvest the Devil Strand as it is right now, so I don't have to deal with it anymore, and we can just abandon the area. Right? Right. So, orders. Harvest. All of it. Do it. Alright. Bramble. I just want Bramble. Thank you. And you. And you. Thank you. Alright. You're released. I mean, if nothing else, I can trade it. It's a valuable commodity. I shouldn't just let it burn. I shouldn't just let it go to waste. As much as I want to literally bug out of the area. Yes, I went there. No, don't replant it. Oh, for fuck's sake. No. No zone. And you, leave in the area without hauling. No, we don't leave without carrying the shit back. And no, you don't need to clean it, Bramble. You're not a hauler. Zone, area, home region, clear. Yep, gone. Alright. Ghost is having a walk. We'll let him have his recreational walk. What are you up to? Okay, you're getting that bug. I feel like I have to watch this too much also, which is a bit of a pain. See, the Centipedes just take too many hits. Or Spellipedes? I forget. Spellipedes. Okay. There we go. Go ahead, take that one out too. A little bug control doesn't hurt anything. And you could probably use the practice. Don't shoot up the wall. Alright, what do I have for construction materials? I got marble. I have a limited amount of granite. And I have sandstone. I have a fair bit of sandstone. Okay. So, we could put back up the old wall that we had, basically. Cut this area off. Which will also allow... Basically, visitors won't try to move up directly through the middle of this, down through the throat of the nest. If I put this wall in, right? Now, what I should do is put the double wall in, but we're not doing that. We're just going to put the one wall in, and we'll try to maintain it. Trigger, you really don't want to be on that side of the wall when the time comes. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? What? Seriously, what the fuck? No, no, no. Trigger. 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 What is your malfunction trigger? Trigger. Great. Now you've engaged one. Now they're coming for you. This has totally just gone to shit. Right. Anything that's not actually built. You guys are drafted. Get over here. Trigger, you seriously have to move. All right. It's injured. You're building the wall. Reasonably enough, you're running away. Trigger's sitting in a bad place for this job. Ghost, could you just, like, rescue Vitaly? Thank you. Seriously, we're going this way? Okay. You guys aren't going to get this job done unless we, like, kill enough bugs, I think. It's a bug hunt! Oh, great. Tails down. Bramble. Rescue her. And our roof collapsed, because that's what keeps happening. I wonder if there's a way for me to shut off the alerts for roof collapse. Oh, sorry, Tony. Hopefully Tony finished what she was doing. No. Tony, seriously, you don't go to bed in the middle of treatment. Wow, guys, doing a great job shooting this thing. Of course, Trigger's got a poor mood, because Trigger always has a poor mood. Because Trigger is not a team player. Alright, well, you're off. Go do what you're going to do. Hopefully we've driven the bugs back enough that we can not do anything. Okay. No, I clicked on the character, not the fucking plant underneath it. Right, you're drafted. Get back up over here where it's safe. The bugs clearly think you're getting too close to something shit over here. And you guys can't hit shit for nothing, so go do something else. Right. You're gonna try running up to this wall and then running away again because you get scared, aren't you? For the love of God, don't stand on the other side of the wall! Exactly this reason. Cannot have the turret explode. Cannot have that. Alright, you're released. You're released. Manhunter pack. Manhunting Muffalos. You heard it here first, people. Manhunting Muffalos are coming for me. The bugs will not do a damn thing about them. So, my base isn't really secure against manhunters because I've been too busy focusing on the bugs. They will basically come and hang around for a few days over here. I need to move everybody to somewhere that's essentially usefully secure. Which means like no bedrooms for anybody. They're all going to have to move in here right now. Right. I need to set up a zone that's essentially safe for it. So we're going to create a new zone. And we're going to call that Manhunter Safety Zone. Okay. And there we go. Now we're going to expand the Manhunter Safety Zone to be basically this. And the workshop. And I'll let them have the doorways because I may have them to take some pot shots. Everything else is completely cut off. And I'm going to have to send them all in there before they show up. Nobody can sleep anywhere else. I'm going to now have to find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sleeping spaces in amongst all this junk. and I can't even use this room because it's a freezer. So go with the low-hanging fruit. So that's 7. 8, 9. Actually, I'll cancel that one. There. 10 sleeping spaces. They're going to drive each other nuts. Okay. It's really all I can do about the situation. I mean, I will be able to expand into this room to be able to make use of it by knocking through a wall. And I could do the same with up here. That'll give me access back to 2 bedrooms while the manhunters are in town. That's all I can do. They are a little bit far away at the moment that I don't have to send everybody in right now. But I can't wait. They are going to move quickly enough that they're going to show up. So, dude, you're not a hauler, are you? I would bring in anything you're going to bring in right now. Those are both awful beds of terribleness. Okay. Can you move? I hope so. Right. Tail? Yes. Okay. You're both drafted. You're both coming in here. I could set the restriction thing. It's not reliable. I am going to set the restriction thing to keep them in. But, right now, the ones that are sleeping or in beds, I don't want them left there, right? And they will just stay there. See, they're here. Glad I didn't wait any longer. There's one turret gone. That only leaves me one more. They're going to run up to it and blow that up too. Hopefully it'll take 1 or 2 of them with it. Yep, okay. Quite a few didn't die. They will now eat my crops and wander around the neighborhood. And I can occasionally take pot shots at them through doorways. That's about all I can do. Fortunately, people who needed medical attention are getting it. I should make sure Bramble's undrafted too. Okay. Right, guys, so you're all locked in here for the time being. Let's make it so that you can actually move around and make use of some of the other space. It's better if I deconstruct the walls than the vents. You're not going to have any construction material for the time being, so I'm just going to have to work with it. The roof collapses I'm just going to start ignoring them. Fortunately, we're locked in with enough food, and the power generation is not a problem. So, we'll be able to wait out the manhunters if I need to. Oh, and I need to open up the restriction so that they'll do the work. Because if I leave it as it is, it's currently outside their allowed area. So, alright. So this is the thing. You don't want connected areas that are otherwise inaccessible because they will go outside to go in. Okay. So, this used to be a food stockpile. And for like medicine and such. it is now just going to be a regular stockpile for things for the time being. And there. That'll allow the blocks to be moved and things to be moved around. Oh, and a psychic drone. Thank you. This is Cassandra, isn't it? And who's got infection? Tail's got an infection. Lovely. Well, we have absolutely no medicine. So, great. Ghost, are you? Yeah, you're drafted. Sorry. Right, let's do the pop shot thing. Barrera, you're like my best shot. So, right, let's go over here to this doorway, and you take some shots, right? And the thing to do is to watch out for them coming back. Right, and we go back in. They're like, what happened? So, Castro has a poor mood. I don't care. It'd be nice if there weren't people piling up behind you while you're trying to do this shit. But if you do this, over time you can eventually kill all the manhunters. Or incapacitate them. So that you can actually go out again. Let's try the door up here. Yeah, we'll go up. Remember to go back in before they're going to get to you, otherwise you got to deal with wounds. Right, do we have any manhunters left able to move? I think we don't. Okay, that means just basically finishing them off. So, any of you that are left are on hunt. Okay. Restriction. Back to Bugtown. Okay. Everyone will be able to go back to their own beds and sleep in their own places. Why do I have a poor Kevlar helmet there? Oh, Tail is dazed and broken and wandering around. Okay. That's it. Wander into Bugtown and die. Dumbass. Still dazed. Can't do anything about it. I could try to help. It won't help much. Well, Tail, you killed yourself. I'm not gonna feel you. I'm not feeling the slightest bit bad for you this time, Tail. There, you're assigned that sarcophagus. Dude, what we're gonna do is just have you break off. We'll try to sneak in and grab the body later. In fact, can I have you haul in a corpse instead while we're waiting? Do something useful. How about one of these semi-dead? No. I don't know. Go find something to do. Oh, is she not dead? She's not dead. She needs rescued. Dude. Get back over here. You're on ignore? Okay. Yeah, they just get away. Well, I'm unassigning the sarcophagus then. There's no unassign? Oh, you can unassign. Okay. It's a flash storm. I hope it sets fire to the nest. I really do. It won't, because there's nothing to set mass fires with in the desert. Right. Yeah, I still have people assigned to hunting and shit. Imagine there's some injured people who need their weapons reassigned. The cargo pod fell practically on the base. So that's handy. Another roof collapse, another roof collapse, another roof collapse. This is why you don't rent spaces to bugs like this, kids. They might be able to put up the security deposit, but don't trust them. They will trash the place. We should deconstruct the awful beds. I don't actually want awful beds. Awful beds can be built by anyone. Alright. Who's missing weapons? Because that becomes a big problem when we actually have to do something about, attacks. Who's needed rescued? Anybody? Where is everybody? I know Tail doesn't have a gun. Tail is... Right. She's gone from the med bay bed, right? Where she's supposed to be recovering from her attacks. And is dazed again and is now wandering once more. Come on! Come on, you dumb piece of shit! Go wander into the fucking nest. It's right over here. Come on, you can do it. I'm real tired of saving your ass. And now she's unconscious. Well, congratulations. Well, let's rescue you again. There you go. Another roof collapse. Let's put a door in, actually. I don't think they use doors. The bugs. So, we could put in like a sandstone block door. That means no one's trapped on the far side of the wall due to AI construction stupidity. It'll just be a slow-acting door, because it's real heavy, but it'll also be strong. Who's got a poor... Oh, his Tail's got a severe illness. Bring back the blocks. Thank you. She's got an infection. Her next treatment's in 1.3 hours. She might die of it. I don't care. There, she's dead. Now I don't have to deal with her anymore. Someone strip her. Someone bury her in the sarcophagus. Right. Trigger. We don't bury people with their clothing. Why? Because we need it. She was supposed to have been stripped and then moved. Yeah, now you gotta bring the shit back. I mean, it sucks that we lost a colonist. And now we got a solar flare, so everything's shut down. Because, of course, it is. And we've decided that we now live in our sleeping spaces, apparently. No, we're all re-restricted. Can I select all of them? No. Alright, well, you know, party spots canceled, wedding spots canceled, I don't care anymore. You guys do this shit wherever the fuck you want. But you don't need to be sleeping in the lab when you have perfectly good beds to go to. We'll put some interior doors in so people have privacy once more. Alright. That should keep bugs from wandering in over here. I should also throw up a wall like over here, and then the bugs can't just wander in over here anymore. So we'll leave the graves on the one side of it. In fact, we'll put the doors on like the ends. Alright. And then because I don't really care if I need to move out that way. I care about moving out either this way or up this way. So if we do it this way, I'll keep the bugs away from my trees. There's something I need to do, and that is get rid of that. Alright, this can be home region. This stuff can be home region. The wall itself can be home region. Start a little major construction project. You see how the bugs kind of wander over here occasionally? And it's an eclipse. Eclipse doesn't matter. It doesn't. Okay, they're getting a little freaked by the bugs. Tell you what, guys. Fall back to the tree line. Doing a bang-up job there, guys. You can't hunt spellipedes? Guess not. What's been dropped? Meat. Been dropped relatively far away and annoyingly out and past the nest. We're gonna leave it. Right, so defensive wall. That is to keep them out, me in. Again, not home. You know, I don't care what they do with that shit. They're gonna break through here. I'm gonna have to just add on the wall there. Everything else is mine, and I care about. And smoothing the floor here will help me move around quicker. See, they're already like trying to get through because that's what they do. They constantly mine away at shit. Alright, well, there. Now maybe we can do something about, like, getting the base back on its feet, right? All I need to do is just basically keep the bugs over here, giving over the, like, basically, I don't know, 3/4 of the map to them, and the rest of it is mine, okay? So many of the fuckers that it's causing lag now. Brera, finish off this thing. Thank you. Right. How many components do I have? 14. How much steel do I have? 774. Right, so I can build defensive turrets. Right. Let's do so. One over here is less important now. Basically, having one over here is more important. Alright, that's a turret back in operation. So now everything that attacks me should be throttled to come around this way, right? Everything should now be driven around instead of just trying to come through the wall over here. It doesn't really matter in the sense of things that did try to were running into the nest and just dying, like these people. But now, if a trader shows up over here, instead of just trying to come in over this way, they're now probably going to come around this way, which is safer for them. And maybe we can clean up all this blood and mess and gore that's everywhere in the base and is actually depressing me, and I don't even live here. Because this place is looking like a dump. And we're visiting... Really? Sarcophagus bears the illustration of Freya, tail, Fairwing, sobbing uncontrollably as a last step. Tail is looking upward, as if to ask for help from above. The image is totally devoid of both emptiness and God. There is a desert in the lower part of the image. This artwork is related to Tail giving up in despair on the 3rd of spring, 5501, which is how she got the fucking infection that killed her in the first damn place. You're wasting your time over this dumbass. Ah. We should build in our sarcophagus, admittedly. I don't really want it out there, considering how I've set up my new perimeter. Where's a good little nook? Over here, I think. Yeah. Got nice little nooks over here. Let's build a miscellaneous sarcophagus. I got marble. Let's go with marble. This is a good job for marble. In fact, here's a good spot for it. And watch the hop production. What I also need to do is make sure they're not like, my colonists don't think that they can come out here and just grab this steel. I mean, I've set it up so that they're not allowed to come in here, but they get ideas. Like I said, zoning's not perfect. Well, I think that's it for this episode. It's been 45 minutes. Join me next time as I continue to try to cope with the bug situation and keep this colony alive. You have a great day, folks, and thank you very much for watching my series. I appreciate it. Goodbye.